I'm Daniel Nussbaum with Z-Man Fishing Products, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about rigging ElaZtech soft baits on jig heads. Now, fishing a soft bait on a jig head is a really effective way to fish for fresh and salt water, but there's a few tips that you can employ to make rigging the baits and fishing them a whole lot simpler. Now, ElaZtech is a lot like braided fishing line. When braided fishing line came on the scene, compared to monofilament, it was a much more modern material. It was a lot more durable, a lot tougher, and a lot stronger. But you had to learn some different knots to tie with it. ElaZtech is kind of the same way. It's a more modern plastic material, but at the same time, you have to handle it differently. You have to rig it differently. You got to use a little bit different hardware and terminal tackle with it. But once you learn a few of these tricks, it's really easy to use and really easy to handle. One thing that we recommend with ElaZtech is looking for a jig head with a double barb keeper, as sharp a barb as you can find, and one on the top and one on the bottom. That'll make it easier to slide the bait on there, and it'll hold the bait a lot better. What you want to avoid, though, is a jig head with a simple collar without any sharp keeper barbs on it, or a jig head with a single barb that's rounded, that won't really hold your plastic. Now, there's a couple of tips to keep in mind when you're actually rigging these baits on a jig head. One is it's a good idea to measure beforehand where that hook is going to exit the bait. So you mark that spot in your mind and then start at the top, start running the bait through, and exit right at that spot that you've marked. Now, this is the trick right here with ElaZtech. With a normal soft plastic bait, you're just going to push that bait up over the keeper, but you can see with ElaZtech, the material is so tough that it's not going to easily push over. So if you take the end of it and just gently tug it and pull it up over each keeper barb, then it's going to be held in place and it's not going to slide down. So if you follow these few tips, I think that you'll find rigging ElaZtech is a lot easier. You can fish with the same bait for hours and hours without having it slide off your jig head. Your baits aren't going to tear up, and you can fish a variety of baits in this manner, from swim baits like minnows, pogies, diesel minnows, to your streaks, jerk shads, and scented shrimps.